It's a Blue Army, Blue King. I'll be here today, and I'm back with another What If. Today's What If is, today's What If is going to be, what if Vegeta, was the legendary Super Saiyan? Now, as you guys may see, the thumbnails are improving. We just went, for example, from the good old thumbnails, like, I remember, like, yeah, this fine too, but, I remember when, I used to make the same exact videos, but I would just put, like, for what a Goku, got Super Kaioken, I would just put this picture. Meanwhile, now I do this. Like, it's just weird. It's a big change, but I still am not able to edit, which sucks, but okay. And another change is this. Like, it went from, like, I actually make these designs and characters all by myself. Yeah, as well as the thumbnails. I hope you guys like these thumbnails. I really try. Yeah. This may look like probably T23 thumbnail, but yeah, let's get into today's What If, I guess. So we're gonna start off on Planet Vegeta when Vegeta was just a baby and he would be born. So Prince Vegeta, Vegeta's father, King Vegeta, would be super proud of Vegeta for being born or he would be really happy because his son is born with a super high power level, and he would just basically be happy, Every father has to be happy for the son. But there was another baby as strong as Vegeta, Broly, because there was two legendary Super Saiyans in this timeline. So Vegeta, when Broly and Vegeta became kids, around 10 years old, King Vegeta didn't send Broly away this time because he wanted his son to prove that he is more powerful than this low-class scum. So when they became 10 years old, King Vegeta set up something for them. He would have set up something like a tournament where they had to kill 100 Cybermen. For everybody competed, including Vegeta and Broly. Vegeta would easily pass, as well as Broly. I mean, it's basically a boring old tournament for them. Vegeta would just use his Ikari form and demolish every single one of them, but he just wanted to show his power off because he didn't need to use Ikari. Meanwhile, Broly, well, he wasn't as experienced as Vegeta, but Vegeta isn't experienced either. So Broly just powered up a bit, and with one blast in his hand, fired a ki blast and completely destroyed all the Cybermen. It was down to 4. Vegeta, Broly. It was down to Vegeta, Broly, Nappa. It was down to Vegeta, Broly, and Nappa to fight. So it was another baby who was also in the finals. But that baby was pretty shy. At this point, Vegeta and Broly, when Planet Vegeta was about to get destroyed, because this would have happened already. When Planet Vegeta was about to get destroyed, Vegeta and Broly's eyes turned, both of them worked together, and their hair turned somewhat greenish, and their eyes turned green. So basically, with a mouth beam for both of them, they went Ikari, which, well, not Ikari, some type of Super Saiyan form, I guess you can call it. And their power combined would be around 3 million. It's overpowered, I know, but okay. This would be super easy to push back the supernova and kill Frieza. So, yeah, no more Frieza. Bardock would have trained his son, Kakarot. And Kakarot would be way older. He would be 8 years old. So Vegeta would have been 2 years older than Kakarot. But Goku would have also been training with Cybermen, as his father would take him on missions and other stuff with Raditz. So Goku would have his own form. The Saiyan Pride. It's his own form, I know it's made up, but okay. The Saiyan Pride, we're gonna call it. Bardock has this form and it's really dope and OP. So he has a blue aura when he uses it and a slight blue tint in his eyes. And when he uses this form, he 10 times his power level. In Goku's power level, we're gonna put it at average 1,000, I guess, because Bardock's power level is 10,000 and his is 1,000. So he would be at 10,000 when he uses it. The fight starts. Vegeta and Broly have power level 10,000, while Goku has 1,000. Vegeta and Broly start to fight as they power up into Ikari. Broly's aura explodes as his eyes turn completely green. Meanwhile, Goku is looking on in confusion. Vegeta just simply smirks as he's gonna use a new technique of his. Now we're gonna use some Sharingan thingamabobbers, I guess you can call them. So Vegeta would. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna use Naruto. Well, I'm not really a Naruto hater, but yeah. So Vegeta would go in basically a state where he is in base and he is in Ikari. So yeah, he is basically in a OP state. Well, not really, but okay. So Vegeta would fight Broly and he would be losing. So what Goku decides to do is he decides to go in his, I guess, Saiyan Eagle Prime form. In his form and just try to help Vegeta, I guess, because Broly looks like the good enemy. He would power up a spirit cannon in his hand and he would fire it. Broly would be caught off guard as this gave Vegeta a tiny bit of time to power up for himself and transform into fully Ikari form. This is where Vegeta gets the upper hand and is starting to beat Broly. Well, not really because they're equal, but with Goku helping, Kakarot, he's beating Broly. They defeat Broly and Vegeta looks at Goku and he smirks. Goku looks at Vegeta and he smirks. They're about to fight. Vegeta would just stay in base as Goku knows that Vegeta will win. If Goku stays in base, he goes in his form. But there is two forms of this. There is the original and there is the ×2. Nobody has tried it, but Goku says the ultimate. He tries the ultimate goal and uses the ×2. It's a ginormous strain on his body, kind of like Kaioken, but it's not. Goku now has a power level of 20,000, and he would be defeating Vegeta. Vegeta would be caught off guard, and he would be sent flying away. Goku would be the winner. King Vegeta would be looking on in shock with his jaw opened wide. King Vegeta would be so confused as he knew that his son would win. He smirks as he tells the Saiyan that he can come train with the prince and the other Saiyan. Kakarot is excited as well as his father. Goku goes there and trains with Broly and Vegeta. They would be training and they would all get stronger. Eventually they would grow up though, and yeah, it wouldn't be the same thing. Goku would get his original Kame style gear as he would ask for it. Vegeta would have his gear and Broly would have his Saiyanish gear. I mean, it's basically Broly, Goku, and Vegeta. They would be like their normal selves. Kakarot would have a power level of around 30k by the time it's, I guess, Raditz arrival. Vegeta would have a power level of 100,000. I know, very overpowered and broken, but he's Vegeta. And Vegeta would have to surpass Broly because Broly would have not gotten a lot of training, with Broly's power level being 95k. Frieza would come back, as King Cold would have wished for Frieza to be brought back to life by the Namekian Dragon Balls. King Cold would have went scattering around planets for these wish orbs that he heard about, and he found them on Namek. He wished for his son to be brought back to life by literally slaughtering every single Namekian except one, and he makes King Cold's wish. Frieza's brought back. Vegeta, Goku, and Broly would all be ready to fight. So Vegeta would have fought Frieza, and he would be losing. Well, all three of them would have been losing horribly. Nappa joins the fight, trying to help them, but it's nothing. Frieza starts playing around with them as he is in his 100% form. He would shoot a death beam right as it would go behind Broly. It would go straight through Broly's chest. That was a big mistake by Frieza, but he starts to torture him even more as he's dead. He shoots him in the arm, shoots him in the arms, in the leg, in his other leg, in his stomach, and just keeps shooting death beams at him. Vegeta, for the first time in his life, is looking at Broly like a brother. Vegeta lets a ginormous scream as a giant green aura surrounds Vegeta. He would have become the legendary Super Saiyan. But Vegeta is not the only one who has done that. Goku would also turn Super Saiyan, as him, Vegeta, and Broly would be like brothers. So he would turn into a Super Saiyan and would stare down Frieza as well as Vegeta. Frieza knew that he messed up big time now, and Vegeta and Goku are pissed off. Frieza would try to shoot death beams, but they would simply dodge it, and Vegeta and Goku fire two giant Gallet guns, with directly going at Frieza and completely illuminating him with the Gallet gun, killing him. Frieza is dead, and they would grab King Cold by his head and ask him, where did he find the wish orbs to revive Frieza? King Cold starts to speak, But I guess you guys have to wait. And you're going to find out what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z. Luke Obi, out. Peace. Subscribe.